Hi, Tony here, and welcome to my first podcast. Everybody's making money online, and it dawned on me, you know what? How come Latinos aren't getting into it? What's the holdup here? What seems to be the issue? Why are we always the last ones into any of this stuff? That includes, blacks, minorities in general. Well, we seem to be lagging everybody else when it comes to entrepreneurship. So I decided to share and create this podcast to share some of the things that have worked for me. I work from home. I'm not the richest kid on the block, but the bills are paid, refrigerator's full, and I got my six pack, so I'm a happy camper. Everything is fine. What I don't have is the stress of commuting, having some boss, on my ass all day, coming home tired at 5 o'clock and having to deal with life. You guys know what I mean, the rat race. So I started some online businesses. I'll be honest with you, it wasn't easy, but slowly but surely I started making money and got to the point where I could leave my job and just focus on doing what I do. I do a variety of different things, but the main thing that I've done is that I've been pretty lucky. I was blessed with having a job in a manufacturing plant where they use what's called Kaizen. It's a manufacturing technique. I was doing purchasing for them. I was a spot buyer, just in case you're interested, MRO. And the internet had just started. So I said to myself, well, let me get into this internet stuff. So I did. So I was working full time. And back then, hosting was the thing guys were getting into to make money online. And basically what I mean that is where people put their websites. They buy a domain and then they upload their website. They need a server, someplace to serve this website too. It's almost like renting apartments. That's why I tell people I'm into digital real estate. That's how I started. So I started with these little Mickey Mouse $7 hosting accounts. I found a good back end. I was paying people to update the servers, to manage them, and things of that nature. It's a common thing now, but back then it was kind of starting out. I was lucky I jumped into it just when it was just budding. Back then, GoDaddy wasn't even around. That's how far back I'm going. Back then, the big players were companies like VDI, AOL. Let me see who else was going on back then. I don't even remember. It was a while back. This was back in 2000. Basically when I started. But anyway, to make a long story short, those little $7 accounts started coming in every month. Each client, $7. Got to the point now, getting a couple of hundred accounts. That's a couple of hundred people giving me $7 every month. So as you can imagine, it kind of blew up. I learned to grow. I got into other things. I started getting into web design, affiliate marketing, SEO especially, big time. But during that whole time, the point that I'm trying to share with you now is that the idea of Kaizen was what really made me different from everybody else. And Kaizen in Japanese means continuous improvement. And in everything that I did, I would never leave it and say, okay, this is it, set in stone. There's always room for improvement. So as long as you're focusing on the customer and improving things for the customer, your business is always going to do well because you're keeping the customer happy. Now, back then, I'm also kind of good at math. I knew that, okay, I'm not going to get rich doing this right away. So I said to myself, okay, I'm going to have to do this for a while. And I said, if I stay in the hosting business, what's going to happen to the price in time? Now, just as you know, I started in 2000 till this day. I've only raised my price once, and that was actually about a couple of months ago. I went from $7.99 to $9.95, and the reason for that is, cost. Things got a lot expensive, and I wanted to keep my profit margin, and the economy's kind of, you know, with all this Trump stuff, you don't know what's going on. Anyway, aside from that, I'm gonna pause this video. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna grab a little water. I'm getting dry. But come back and listen to me and listen to my story because making money online really isn't as difficult as you may think. Once again, my name is TonyQ and my purpose is to serve you. Thank you. Sorry about that. Just getting a little thirsty. Anyway, Kaizen is the key to my success and to a lot of companies. For example, companies like Toyota, a lot of car manufacturers use Kaizen. It goes by other names, Six Sigma, continuous improvement, a whole bunch of other names, 5S program. But basically, it's a technique that you can use to not only run a business, but to apply in your life. For example, one of the biggest purposes of Kaizen is to get rid of waste and at the same time offer value to your customers and whatnot. And they do it through different techniques. For example, one of them is that I've kind of developed for my business called Touch It Once. You know, how many times do you do something in a manufacturing process? Can you just do it one time and also offer the client the most value? It's called value chain mapping. Now, I'm not going to get into, the details of this stuff, but what I'm trying to say is that if you apply some of these techniques to whatever you want to do online, you should be successful. And I'm going to walk you through, for example, affiliate marketing, YouTube, SEO, and things of that nature, and how to use those tools coupled with Kaizen to advance yourself. Don't fall asleep on this, especially you guys out there that think, you might have screwed up or, you veered off the wrong side of life. Hey, stuff happens. So if you've just gotten over a battle with, let's say, all that drug addiction stuff that's going on now with opiates, if you went through that battle in life, if you're a single mom having a hard time paying your bills, if you just got out of jail, and you're having a hard time getting a job, the internet might be the key to your financial freedom. And with a small laptop and a few other tools and access to the internet, you too can make enough money to pay all your bills and at least maintain yourself and live a decent lifestyle. I'm not talking about getting rich, but at least you won't have to, excuse the expression, kiss somebody's butt every day. You take care of your own business, start your own business. A lot of things that you could do online. And each of us has our own individual talents. Like for me, it took me a long time to realize that probably the best internet business for me to get into was SEO and offering that service to businesses versus web design. I like web design. It was challenging and I learned a lot. But to be honest, it's a pain in the ass. You gotta, chase your customers for content, for the logos, for artwork. They want to change things constantly. Not all the time, but every industry has its little headaches, I guess. And web design, those are some of the problems that are involved when you're running a freelance business from home. It's that customer, you got to hold your customer's hand. Whereas hosting, it's all back end. You never deal with the customer unless they put in a support ticket. You have to deal with, server going down, hackers, spammers. So every business has this problem. And so does SEO, because you never know when Google's going to change their algorithm. So those are some of the things that I've had to deal with. However, by handling those problems and using Kaizen techniques, I've been able to be consistent, maintain the business, maintain a certain lifestyle. Like I said, I'm not the richest kid on the block, but I'm not clocking in every day either. If I want to take an afternoon off, I got a decent apartment. I got a nice river view. I'll take an hour off, sit outside, have a cup of coffee, chill out. I meditate a lot. I'm constantly searching for God. So the lifestyle that I'm living now, I'm okay with that. I don't need a yacht. I don't need, a big house up in the mountain. I got what I need. I'm okay. And I want you to be okay too. So, like I said, if you've had a couple of bad turns in life, don't lose hope. Believe in God, believe in yourself, have faith. And let's see if I can somehow package my blessings and put them together and share with people so that some of you out there could begin to carve out that piece of life out for you, that peace of mind, that freedom to search for God. I don't know about you, but all my life I've had that question, the existential questions. Who am I? What am I? What's my purpose in life? I've always searched for God. I've been to almost every religion that there is, and until this day, I still feel that little emptiness that I guess we all feel, that we're all searching for in life. We should have the freedom and the time to pursue that, to find your peace in life, to be able to be financially independent. And when I say that, I don't mean to be rich. I mean to have the bills paid, the refrigerator's full, and whatever little vice you may have for me. Hey, I like a little six pack now and then in a good football game. What can I say? And whatever your thing is, you should have that. You should have that time and that peace. Again, my name is Tony, and hopefully I'm going to share with you some of the things, some of the blessings that I've had in life. Thank you.